Man, yeah. What is going on? Oh, okay. What's going on, everybody? Today is terrific Tuesday, and I need to stop my video over here. What's going on, everybody? This is your man EDWIN, and yes, we are now official. We are in the official Victory Podcast Studio. It's a new day. It's Tuesday, and I'm excited about it. And today is terrific Tuesday. It's a great day, y'all. And today I'm still talking about groovism. Groovism. When you have grinded and grinded and grinded, there's a point in your grind where you find your groove. And I call it groovism. Today is terrific Tuesday. I have a young man of my book called Seven Keys to Victory. You can find that book on Amazon. The foreword was written by John L. Mack. And we started off the year talking about Seven Keys to Victory. And it was a blessing because not only did we go 7 days, we went 8 days straight on discussing, validation, internalization, challenge, transform, overcome, rehearse, and yield. Those are the letters of victory. That's what the meaning of those letters are. And you know, right now, when I got to the yield, it actually got stuck. I got stuck right there. I got stuck in victory mode. I got stuck in victory mode. And when I got stuck in victory mode, I forgot about Victor. Everybody says when I tell them my virtual city is Victoryville, they say Victorville. I say no, Victorville is down there. Victoryville, you have to come up about 2 more hours, and that's where you find the victory because you have to yield yourself to the road to get here. So when you yield, you got to stay straight. You got to stay on the straight and narrow road because you can't get to Victoryville if you don't yield to it. So right now I am excited about what's happening in Victoryville, excited about what's happening on in official victory land. And today is terrific Tuesday. Like I said, I have Dr. John L. Mack on with me. And like I said, we started this year and we're going to keep on going on Tuesdays. We're going to keep on talking about it. But I'm not going to talk too much about it because I know Mr. Mack, he always has a great word for us. And I want to give him the stage and let him talk about what's terrific on Tuesday and how we continue to yield ourselves to our best self so we can keep going higher and higher. Dr. John L. Mack, are you with us today?
I am here. I'm excited. I'm aware. I'm awake. And I'm awesome. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, man. I am in a wonderful place right now. I'm getting ready for the Hitsville show at the Planet Hollywood. We've been rehearsing for a couple of months now, and back on Vegas is back on with live entertainment. And man, you know, but that's what we've been waiting for. We at live entertainment got cut in March of 2020, and now we are back and moving into it. And I think I'm part of it now. I'm part of it on a different level.
Well, that's pretty awesome, man. Everything is about right now the return to normalcy, the return to the to a semblance of what it was. And that's what I want to talk about today, is that often when we are headed toward our victory, when we're headed toward our dreams, we get distracted. We run into disruptions, and they cause us to question who we really are. And as you're saying that you've been practicing and preparing to get back on the stage, and that collectively the team is going to coming back, and that whole live performance, that live entertainment is returning, as the whole nation and ultimately the whole world is returning back to a state of normalcy, or as close to what was normal as is possible. This is a new normal, and that new normal requires that we have different understandings, that we have a different postulates, that we operate from a different paradigm, because safety is important. And something as minute, something so infinitesimal that we can't even see it, but we can feel it and we can see the results, which was that virus, whether it was man-made, whether it was an act of whatever the reason, the result that we're dealing with is that this has caused a disruption in our lives, and it's caused a distraction. And often, as we are going down this road as coaches, consultants, thought leaders, celebrities, all of these different accolades that we can put on ourselves, we begin to question who we are. We begin to question the validity and the veracity of our very existence, our being. Are we good enough? Are we enough? Are we worthy? Do we have what it takes? And when we judge ourselves against everybody else out there, especially in today's social media world, we can create avatars, we can create images, we can create graphics that make us videos that make us look like we're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. We can create an image that says that we are so this and so that. And when people look at these images, their perspective changes. They say, my goodness, looking at what Edwin Victory has achieved and is achieving, I'm not good enough. Looking at the fact that he's prepared, they say proper prior preparation produces perfect performance. And he's out there preparing. He's out there practicing and studying his craft so that he can present to you in an entertainment venue something that that takes you away from your humdrum daily life. And when you look at what he's doing, when you look at what others are doing, all the celebrities, when you look at all the people out there doing what you aspire to do, you're on the inside, something begins to take place, and you begin to feel like you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you haven't qualified to be at that next tier, that next level, that you can't level up, because in that level above you, there's so many people that are just so much more accomplished, so much more incredible. So they have everything together, and you look at them and then you say, "Dad, gummit, if I could only be like him, if I could only be like him." So we engage in what's called the imposter syndrome. And imposteritis is what I call it, because you feel like you are an imposter. When you walk on that stage, when you present yourself on that social media platform, you say, I'm not good enough. I don't qualify. I'm not as good as X, Y, and Z. I haven't done all the things that ABC has done. And I'm sitting up here saying, I want to pull back. I'm not ready to launch, because I've got to get myself better prepared. I've got to get myself better together. And so we shrink back. I call it shrinking thinking. Zig Ziglar called it stinking thinking, because your mind is so addled, and the head trash in your mind and the trash that's there has begun to stink. It's just like a rotting corpse. After a while, it begins to stink. And so you say, I don't want to get out there because I don't want to stink. I don't want people to think that I'm not good enough. I don't want people to think that I'm out here trying to write a book, or I'm out here trying to sing a song, or I'm out here trying to launch a business, and I don't have everything necessary. So most of us are waiting until everything is perfect. We're waiting until everything is lined up right, and that there's no faults, there's no failures. Everything is in line, and it's a well-oiled machine. And so we say, I'm not going to start until I'm ready. I'm not going to start until I'm 100% as good as this person or that person or someone that's on social media that they've never met. And they're looking at these people and they're feeling that compared to them, they are an imposter. If they step out and they get into that arena, that they would be operating as an imposter, someone that is not really quite ready for prime time, someone that is not as good as all of the others out there. And when you look at the social media platform, everyone seems like they're so much bigger, so much better, so much more prepared, so much, everything about them seems to be 100%. And when we look at our own life and when we look in the mirror, we say, I'm not 100%. I'm not even 80%. I'm probably not even 50%. So I would be doing myself and the whole world a disservice by getting out there and trying to operate, trying to play at this level, and I'm not ready. It's just like an athlete. The athlete gets out there, and from pee-wee, from elementary all the way through college and into the pro ranks, they have developed a mindset that they're good, that they're better than good, that they're ready, that they're prepared. And they go out there on the field of competition and they see that their opponent on the other side, and they make that decision. I can take him. I can beat him. I can outrun him. I can catch him. I can prevent him from scoring. But ultimately, the imposter within us says, I can't beat him. I've watched the films. I know he's stronger than me. I know he's faster than me. I know he's more talented than me. So I'm just going to shrink back. And that shrinking thinking kicks in. And when you shrink back, Marianne Williamson said, that our greatest fear is not that we are not competent, not that we are not good enough, but our greatest fear is that we are incredible beyond measure and that we can do it all. So because when you're faced with that fear and then the imposter mindset, that imposter mentality comes in and says, hey, you're good, but you ain't as good as him. You've got talent, but you're not as talented as the next person. Then you shrink back. And this shrinking thinking is causing someone pain. Now, let me break that down and unpack that, because that's kind of an oxymoron. When you think that you're not good enough, and you don't show up on the field of battle, on the field of competition, you don't show up to do what you were designed and destined to do, you are hurting somebody else, not just yourself. You're hurting yourself because you're preventing yourself from being able to move forward toward the prize that you have always sought. But you're hurting somebody else. You are the aspirin for someone else's headache. And sometimes it's just you. You're the only person that can provide the relief, that can provide the understanding, the transformation, the elevation for them to get into their next level of compensation. You're sitting back and holding back, and they're saying, I'm waiting on Johnny Mack. I'm waiting on Edmund Victory. I'm waiting on you to do what you need to do so that you can help me to get past my concerns, past my fears, past my doubts, past my inhibitions, past my self-imposed limitations. So when you shrink back and don't step forward and do what you were called to do what you were blessed to do what you have been gifted to do, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting that next person out there that's waiting on you to step up and to step into your greatness and do what only you can do, so that you can create the atmosphere, that you can create the results, that you can create everything necessary to win. I find it happening so very often with my clients. I have individuals that are coaches, that are consultants, teachers, transformational thought leaders, that are pastors, that are all of these wonderful, incredible things that can help to help people to get to better levels and reach higher versions and better versions of themselves. They're gifted to do that, but they're sitting back and they're engaging in shrinking thinking. They say, nobody wants to read my book. Nobody wants to hear anything I've got to say. I've got something kind of cool to say, but he said it better, or she says it better. Well, listen. There are people that's waiting for your voice. There's people waiting to hear only what you can say in such a way that will cause them to break through and to stop being broken, but to break through to another level of success and winning. So as I'm coaching my clients and as they're talking about their book, the most important thing the mechanics of putting a book together, the infrastructure of making of creating and publishing a book is really quite simple. And I'm really still amazed that people are not able to do it because it comes so easy for me. But the mechanics are, like I said, the easy part. The important part that must be dealt with before that aspiring author can become published and an inspiring author is it happens between these 6 inches. It's that imposteritis. We have to relieve you of that imposteritis. We have to create a new mindset, a paradigm shift, if you will. And a paradigm shift is a shift in your thinking. It's a shift in your actions. It's a shift in your belief. And when so the paradigm is what is, and what you've accepted as reality, and what you're engaging in, and where you are operating from as your postulates or your position of reality. So the paradigm shift is that you shift from that environment, that ecosystem, that understanding, and you elevate, or you translate, or you go to another level of thought where you now embrace a different understanding, a different belief. And that belief says that what I have to say is so important that if I don't say it, somebody is going to remain in pain. Somebody is going to not be able to overcome the thing that has them stuck. Now, you know my definition of stuck. It's the acronym STILL TRYING Utilizing Corrupt Knowledge. So the corrupt knowledge, if you think of it like a computer program, when the program is created, when the software is created, the coder puts specific information in to bring certain aspects about. They input certain information in the computer program that's going to cause certain specific results to come about. So when you key in new data, it causes a response to happen. It causes the program to go through certain predetermined steps to get a predetermined result. But when that program gets corrupted, even though you put in the correct data, the output, the input is correct, but the output is corrupted, and it comes out not what we expected, but it comes out with that corrupted information and that corrupted programming, and so it prevents you from getting the desired or the expected result. Well, that's what happens in our mind when we're stuck. We're still trying using corrupt knowledge. That corrupted knowledge will prevent you from getting exactly what you want to get. So the first step in working with an author, the first step in working with an aspiring author to take them from blank page to bestseller, is that we deal with that corrupt knowledge, that corrupted thinking, and we shift that. We do a mindset shift. We do a mindset reset so that we can reset your mind to realize that you not only are capable, you not only are ready, you not only are worthy and good enough, but you're better than good, that you're more capable than you imagine, and that people are waiting on you to just step out and to step up and to step into your greatness and share it with them and allow them to experience what the greatness you have on the inside of you. The word says this: from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if you have an abundance in your heart of the 3 E's, expertise, experience, and education, you have that already resident on the inside of you, no matter at whatever stage or age or place or race that you're in. You have developed over the course of time experience. You've had experiences that only you have had, that were germane and specific to you. You have developed an expertise, a level of understanding, a level of competency that is unique to you. And you have developed education, either from a formal standpoint or an informal standpoint, or just being in the ecosystem that you're in the job, in the community. Every place that you are, you're gathering information, and that information is getting fuller and fuller in your heart. So the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That abundance is increasing. That expertise that you have, the competency in certain areas. When you look at that word authority, The root word is author, but the last three letters say, I trust you. They trust you because you are the subject matter expert. Your expertise is now on display, and you have an opportunity to share that expertise in such a way that it not only elevates, but it liberates people and allows them to be transformed by the renewing of their mind. See, we're mostly conformed to this negative, corrupt knowledge. We're conformed to the mindset that I can't, I'm not able, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. He's much better. He's more capable. And so when we operate from that corrupt knowledge, the end result, although we want, let me just say this, Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So when you continue, you're stuck because you continue, you're still trying, utilizing corrupt knowledge. You're still doing the same thing, and you're just saying, okay, if I do it this time, I hope this happens. If I do it this time, I hope this happens. Hope is not a strategy. Hope, of course, is necessary, that we hope against hope, and that we take our hope and we measure it and mesh it and weave it with our faith so that the end result is something that we want. But when we change our thought, we change that result so that we no longer are operating with that corrupt knowledge, but now that we have the correct knowledge, we're no longer stuck. That correct knowledge says, I'm good enough. And because I'm good enough, now I can bring forth a product. I can bring forth not only a book, but a master class. I can bring forth a membership course. I can bring forth a curriculum that will help other people that are going through similar areas of distraction, disruption, and destruction that I've gone through. But I can show them a methodology that I was able to get through. See, it didn't break me, but it allowed me to break through to another level and to level up. And as a result of having broken through, I can now bring to you a brand building book, a book that will show you the steps that I took, the steps that I was able to utilize to overcome that issue, that I was able to overcome it in such a way that now I'm able to bring back to you everything necessary. Now, I could go on and on, but I'm looking at the time, and they say that the mind can only receive as much as the seat will endure. So, Edwin, I want to give this back to you, and I thank you for allowing me just to share what was in my heart this morning.
I am just a talking. I'm just a talking. But hey, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to say this. I want to thank you helped me write my book a couple of years ago, and I haven't really pushed the book,
You haven't launched it
but it's still a brand new book. And slow and steady wins the race. That book is resonating in my life every single day. Every single day that book is resonating, and every day it's becoming more of a self-help to me because it's called 7 Keys to Victory. And the more I allow it to resonate in my life, the more I continue to get the victory that is necessary, not only for my life but my children's life. I
Mm.
believe that I'm living legacy. I'm living and building a legacy right now because it's necessary. The Bible says a righteous man leaves a legacy to his
For
children's
children's
children,
children.
inheritance to his children's children.
Yes.
So I'm just blessed every time I hear you speak because it also is resonating the new book that's coming out of me. You
I
know,
know it's in there. I know it's in there.
yeah. Yeah. So this week, man, I'm talking about. This is Tuesday. I'm talking about groovism. It's a new project I'm working on. Um, Musical project.
Okay.
And I'm always inspired by, like Isaac Brothers, Groove with You. And my pastor in Oceanside said, man, you know what? He said to me a long time ago, a couple of years ago, he said, man, you can be on the grind, but you got to find your groove.
Mm. I like it.
And I thought about that recently. I said, I thought about what a grind does. A grind can hurt. A grind can hurt.
But the groove was smooth as
Nothing,
out.
it's nothing wrong with the grind, though. It's nothing wrong with it.
You got to be on the grind in order to get to the groove.
Absolutely. And some people get to that groove at different times. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I'm in my groove right now. You know what I mean? This is groovism. And
101. I love it. I like it. I want some more of it.
I've done enough podcasts right now to be able to look back at myself and look at my grind and evaluate myself to the point to where I said, now it's time to put the needle on the record and just sit back.
Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. Oh,
You
yes,
know,
sir. Yes, sir.
I let you go on this. I'm working on a project, man. I'm actually remaking the Spinners song, I'll Be Around. I'm
I
actually
love it. I love it.
uh,
That was
40,
great music. That was great music.
40 years ago today. This time period that song was released. I wasn't even born yet.
I was there, and that was the music and the soundtrack of my life. I'll
Well,
be around.
that means 48 years ago. 48 years ago, that song was written. So that means next year on my birthday on 22222, whatever, how many twos it is. Um, that was the song probably being played. And I get a chance to, I probably release the remix on that day. But I'm also singing it in the Hitsville show here in Las Vegas at the Planet Hollywood starting on May 31st. So I'm just in my groove right now, man. And I appreciate you helping me get here with my book, 7 Keys to Victory. And I appreciate you still being on board with Wake Up to Win, the podcast, and all the things that come ahead. So thank you for your wisdom and everything you've done, and what you said today is amazing to keep us in the groove.
All right.
All right. Tell them how to get in touch with you, Dr. Mack.
Well, you can get in touch with me several ways. You can go to my website, getpublishedsuccessfully.com. You can reach out to me on email at askjmack, the number 2, at gmail.com. And then, okay, I'm sorry. The first one is getpublishedsuccessfully.com, not Gmail. And you can call me if you just want to have a discovery call. You can call me at 469-537-8905. I'll be having a master class on June the second week in June there. It's called the Author Accelerator Masterclass. That's going to be on June the 14th, and it's going to be pretty powerful. So if you're looking to write a book and you don't know what the next steps are, this masterclass is going to give you the information that you need to be able to get into your publication.
Already. Well, thank you again, man. We look forward to having you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we're gonna have all your links and stuff listed on the screen. We got a new system here, so I appreciate you coming on. And again, man, once again, I thank you for wisdom and the words. And anybody who out there who wants a book, who needs a book, who is desiring to write a book, make sure you go to getpublishedsuccessfully.com. Thank you, Dr. Mack.
My pleasure.
All right. Guys, it's Terrific Tuesday, and I want everybody out there under the sound of my voice to have a terrific day. My name is EDWIN. Y'all know what it is. Every day win, and we're going to keep winning. Hey, look forward to seeing you this evening on Victorious Vibes with Erica Young. We're going to vibe out. We're going to vibe out and have a lot of fun. So, guys, wonderful day. Go out there and get it. Be blessed. Let go and let God. Let God do everything for you while you just ride the ride, and keep your hands lifted. Keep your hands lifted. Get your victory. Victory is in the why. God bless you all. I'm gone. My name is EDWIN. Y'all can find me on Instagram at I am Edwin Victory. Peace.